Breaking news involving the Russia investigation, and former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn word that he lied to the Pentagon. This breaking news about Michael Flynn overshadowing President Trump's historic trip to Israel.
Let's get right to our D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo. He's live at the White House with all of these breaking details. Ross.
Well, Lauren, Calvin, as you say, once again, breaking news surrounding General Michael Flynn, a top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, now saying that he lied to the Pentagon while he was trying to renew a security clearance back in 2016. Elijah Cummings saying that documents show that Flynn didn't correctly disclose all of the money he received from Russia to the Pentagon. This as Flynn is refusing to release other documents today and as the controversy surrounding him keeps growing.
I was disappointed that General Flynn didn't produce the documents we've requested.
Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn refusing to hand over documents to the Senate panel leading the investigation and allegedly planning to plead the Fifth if compelled to testify.
I wouldn't let General Flynn in the White House, let alone give him a job.
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie today speaking out on Flynn.
I didn't think that he was someone who would bring benefit to the president or to the administration. And I made that very clear to candidate Trump, and I made it very clear to President-elect Trump.
The president in Israel today.
I never mentioned the word or the name Israel.
The president on divulging top-secret information to the Russian ambassador and foreign minister in this Oval Office meeting.
Never mentioned the word Israel.
No one ever claimed he did, but just before Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu brushed aside any lingering concerns.
Your intelligence cooperation is terrific.
Contradicting comments from UN Ambassador Nikki Haley only yesterday.
And so we're trying to reassure all of our counterparts that what they tell us is kept, trusted, and valued, and we will return the favor.
Trump is in Israel hoping to broker Middle East peace. Just hours ago, he became the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall.
I was deeply moved by my visit today to the Western Wall. Words fail to capture the experience. It will leave an impression on me forever.
The president kicked off his trip in Saudi Arabia over the weekend, speaking to leaders from more than 50 Muslim nations.
I stand before you as a representative of the American people to deliver a message of friendship and hope and love.
But just weeks ago, President Trump proposed banning all Muslims from entering the country. Candidate Trump portrayed Islam as the enemy.
I think Islam hates us. There's something there that there's a tremendous hatred.
Well, back to that breaking news right now surrounding General Michael Flynn. Elijah Cummings on the House Oversight Committee is now claiming that Flynn lied to the Pentagon when he was renewing his security clearance back in 2016. Cummings says that documents show that Flynn did not disclose all of the money that Russia paid him as he should have. Lori and Calvin, if that's true, that is a crime. And it does have a penalty of up to 5 years in prison. It's a breaking story. We'll have new information on that coming up tonight at 11. For now, though, that's the very latest live at the White House. Lori and Calvin, back to you.
Huge development.